Yay! Woo! Beacon Pines. Very excited. Oh, Yvonne, have you seen the new thumbnails I made for like the Omori VODs and stuff? They're very cute. There should be no sound playing in this game right now, by the way. So if you guys are worried that you can't hear any sound, thank you. It's because there's none playing. So this is Beacon Pines, and I'm very excited to play it because it's a really good game. And yes, I've played it before, but I'm very excited to share it because it's a really good game. Let's get into it.
Dear reader.
I wonder, I'll fix the sound in a sec.
Ooh. Allow me to introduce you to my book. Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1. Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Look at how cute it is! Oh, I love it. It's so cute. And the music's so good. Can you guys hear the music okay? Is it a little quiet? Oh. Okay. Is good? Okay, can we hear me over the music? Okay. Okay, sorry. Hey, Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died, and it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you've been gone longer than you were here, Jesus. It feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Hey, Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend. He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered. After I checked the pond and climbed up to the treehouse. Then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom is gone, too. She's not gone. She's just missing. Sorry, I meant to say that she was missing. She's gonna come back, Rollo. Of course she is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way.
Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
Achoo! Achoo! So cute. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Rollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They who? Shh, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know, I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kind of wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. See yourself. I won't be long. Oh, we have a backpack over there. I'm gonna move myself. Skiddity pop bow. And oh, hang on. Moved it too far. There we go. Cool. Now you can see my backpack. Perfect. Cool. Let's go tell Gran. Oh.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
Let's look for some charms.
Just some dusty knickknacks. Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric. One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though. Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
I love this game so much. It's so cute.
Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet. Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said. Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night. Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air. Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation.
I want to read my diary. Can we get a round of applause for the guitar in this? It's fucking amazing. Okay, I can't do anything else in here. Time to go explore downstairs more. Look at my little sweater. It's so cute. Kitchen.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch. A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Junk.
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with the day of the week. Oh my, this is quite exciting. I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader.
Okay.
A sturdy old wheelbarrow. Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes,
It's so
waiting for a
cute.
chance to jump out and startle his mother.
And everything is narrated except for the voices of the characters, which is really nice. Especially after Omori and Undertale.
She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror.
To catch you up to speed, Draven, our dad is dead, our mom is missing. It's the first day of summer, and we're letting our grandma know that we're going out to play.
A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Hey, Gran, I'm gonna go hang with Rollo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rollo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere special.
The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
Well, he doesn't know his grandma. She moved in 6 months ago. And what you can do is interacting with things in the world get you things called charms, and the charms change the story.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
The best lies are built on truth.
You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. We'll make sure you're done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle. The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point, which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
Yeah, and you can go down further points and use the different...
We were just
it's so
gonna
cool.
go hide for the day.
We were just gonna go hide for the day. Hide?
Traditionally, when one is trying to hide something, they avoid literally using the word hide.
Yeah, I guess Rollo bet some other kids that we could beat them at hide and seek. Aren't you a little old for that? It's not like there's much else to do around here. We'll make sure you boys are done playing in time for supper.
All's well that ends well.
We'll try the other one just to say that we've done it.
We were just gonna go ponder for the day.
We were just gonna go ponder for the day. Oh, really? What are you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know, big stuff. Hi, Remy. Small stuff. Medium. Mostly medium pondering.
Nailed it.
Make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering. Huh? Oh, forget it. Off with you now. Let's go! Woo! Oh, and Luca. You and Rollo stay out of trouble. I know. Get into trouble with Rollo. Oh, I left this open? Whoopsies. Draven, I have to show you something. Are you ready? Are you watching? That would be Ivana. She's logged in to my Twitch because she's editing. Oops, nope, wrong way. Ready? Achoo! Achoo! So cute! Oh, I'll show you, this is Dad's grave. Achoo! Come on! Ooh! Dang it, Rollo!
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
Hi, Laura!
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring, a sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered, until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
Hello? Hello? Hey, Mr. Kerr. Hey there, pal.
William Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company, He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Oh, sure. Come on now, when I was your age, there was nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty alright. You're gosh dang right it is. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all your little friends. I couldn't keep Rollo away if I tried. Excellent. Sorry, Luca, I've got to get back to the proverbial grindstone. Our harvest awaits and all that. The left side's a little low. Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn. Can't talk now. Very busy with preparations. That's as low as my voice goes.
Was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I... It's Mayor...
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
I know, it's so cute, I love it. Keep up the good work. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. Huh? It's nothing, keep at it. Alright, what can the mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh, just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you too, young Mr. Van Horn. Hi, Spencer! Hi, Catherine! Hey, Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was. A tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Sinclair! Ugh, don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? How's the napping today? Crummy as always. Used to have a perfectly nice view from here. His name is Dustin. Hi, monster! Everyone wants to say hi! Come on! We're taking a brief recess. Hi! Till perennial harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a little bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's a showdown they want, I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. Monster! Hi! You want on my lap? Come on. You got it. There you go. Stop commenting as me. Okay. Back to Beacon Pines! Oh, if I could control the freaking game. There we go. Come on, Andy. Grab his wallet. I'm sorry, Iggy. I can't. Do it or we pound ya. Yup. Yeah, but my mom said, yeah, but. If I had a nickel for every yeah, but, I'd be the freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Golly, I'm sorry. It's my first week at Perennial Harvest.
He pulled a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful. It won't happen again. If we're going to be on a first-name basis, then you can call me Pete. Oh, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're We're gonna change the world. And all of it starts here in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I'd better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet. If we're gonna change this town, we need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Hahaha. Changing the world is intense. So what do you say? Could you answer a few questions? Well, I guess if it's quick. Wonderful. Open to answering a few quick questions. One down. See? It's not that hard, is it? Oh, okay, we're going already. Question 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I've never really thought about it before. Perfect! It's the only place I've lived. See, that wasn't so painful.
Pete stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah! Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. We can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest awaits. Fine, if I can't go any farther into town. Whee! Let's go! Hey Jetson, is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me, if you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
Tiny baby Luca! Tiny baby Luca! Go pick your bait from the tackle box, buckaroo.
Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait.
Tickle.
Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skimming the surface.
Oh, I have to hold it. Oh, that scared me. A ducky. We'll all be switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told you it'd turn up. Heh.
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Oh. God. Sorry, it's so loud. A boot! Where do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Some things drift away. That's not fair. No, it's not. Well, wherever it is, I hope that other boot at least has a sock to keep it company. So our main character's name is Luca. L-U-K-A. Luca Van Horn. And this is a memory of him and his dad. Oops. Oops.
Luca gently baited a good for skimming the...
Mission control. Authorized personnel only. Woo, woo.
The boys had a good thing going. As long as they kept old Jeff happy, they had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse. After Luca's father had passed, Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied.
Oh yeah. I love you too, Catherine. Dustin says bye.
On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's aliens.
I know! It's crazy! Double digits!
Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
God, the music is so good. Okay, what is this top secret plan to start our summer? So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night, it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the foul harvest. Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I just meant we could do some research at the library. You want to actually go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere. And it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Luca, remember the time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my paw throttled me? This is a flamin' chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. It's true, he really did bring it up and then got upset that we were also bringing it up. So, like, officially go there. Rollo, where did you go? Oh, there you are. What is this? Oh, Lord, we leanin'. We leanin'. Oh. I'm just catching my breath for a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. Okay. It's so cute! Last Chance Diner. Okay. Guess Mrs. Fratelli is getting ready for the festival. Hey, Dawn. Sorry to wake you. No problem, it comes with the job.
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter.
I love Dawn. She's so cute.
At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
What's up? Rollo said he saw something strange going on at the warehouse. You know anything about that? You might say that I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on?
Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads.
Keep me in the loop, okay?
Sure thing.
Things seem to be quiet in town today.
Yep, everyone's preparing for the festival. Should be back to normal tomorrow. Catch you then?
Catch you then.
Oh, and Luca? I'm really sorry I haven't been able to find out anything about your mom yet.
I'm just grateful that you tried.
I'm still keeping my ears up.
Love, Dawn. Oh, can we sit on this bench? Damn it. Oh.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon Beacon.
Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about... News? The Beacon Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about that old fertility warehouse? Fertilizer? Fertility? Damn it! Austin! This is your fault. Nope. Can I continue? Oh. Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night. Rollo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing. And change is a dangerous animal. Hey, Mrs. Nelson.
Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer?
Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? It scared the shit out of me.
Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooded path, unaware of the danger ahead.
Oh, this is getting good. Piper? Oh, hey, Luca, what's up? You know that it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning. Correct? Ah! Google! No! Scared the shit out of me. And you're studying? Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Hey, Zariel. Hi, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you to... Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. Wow. You're really setting up that kid for success. What's this way? I'd be touching it. Hey, Griffin. How's the ice cream gig going? Not great. It's still pretty cold out. And I'm in the business of selling cold. I'm sure things will warm up soon. Mr. Tolliver's not at his grocery stand? He's prepping for the festival, I guess. Gotcha. Hey, Bert.
Hi, Luca. I'm doing some fact-checking for the town history exhibit.
Look, kid, I'm just trying to put up the lights. But did you know when the town was founded, there was only 7 citizens? And they all worked for a mining company? And there was only one dirt road leading to town? And there still is only one road leading to town. Oh, right. Truly. Luca, just the fella I was looking for. She's Southern. I don't know why, but I'm gonna make her Southern. Hey, Roxy. What's up?
Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate.
Hey. Sorry.
And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal.
Uh-oh.
Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast.
Well,
Not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say.
Roxy, would I lie to you?
Luca, wait up. I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless.
Hello.
So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us.
Hello.
Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? What, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around the corner, isn't she? Don't mind me just over here lurking uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also, I couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I am sick and tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta pick up the slack since the foul harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten, and the rest look like they were hit with Hank Atomic's Shrinko Ray. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luke and I have places to be, so if you don't mind... Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. They are never good. They're never good. Mining towns are never good. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself.
Rollo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy. It's the first day of summer vacation. The sun is shining, and we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rollo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Pa always says, tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. Oh, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report! So, Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day?
Nope.
Cool. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Hey, Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit-chat. He's gonna be British because he looks British. Looks like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick.
Oh, hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I was just on my way to...
I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Yes? Yes? What? Come here.
Hey, that's great, but I'm actually...
I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam.
Uh-huh.
Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You just remind her that she still owes me that dance.
A promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do.
She's a fine woman, that Juniper.
Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess.
A real fine woman.
Gotta go.
Sweeter than any jam on earth.
Bye.
I know.
The phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
Oh, hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going?
Not great. Bugs have been shy this week.
Bugs get shy?
Oh, sure, bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. If you're going into Weepwood, just be careful where you step. No bug crunching, got it.
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
That's strange.
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay, no turning back now. No, I want to turn back.
Caution, electrified fence. Is that sign new?
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rolo do if he was here?
Luca often asked himself what Rolo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing.
Luca knew that if he gave up now, he'd never hear the end of it from Rolo.
I wanted to check the other way. Okay.
Luca knew.
Oh, I know. Oh. Can I pick up these ones? Oh.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Oh. That's 2.
1 more to go. The fence's buzzing gave way to silence.
Okay. Moment of truth.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine Fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
There was only one way to find out.
Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rollo's not here. Stop. You'd have no problem poking around in there.
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid. The water looked almost diseased. It flowed slowly into the woods.
Locked.
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper? Footsteps?
The sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello?
Shit.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light. This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy, but don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different. In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it! What have you done? Ah! Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Sorry.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Sorry about that. Rollo can get overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's all worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter. How are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all. No. That is truly a shame. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house? Yeah. And how is that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. Mm-hmm. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who's rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. Solomon
trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apologies, Iris. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Ugh. Haha, we didn't talk to him about our grandma. Boy's got too much of his father in him. I win. Little help. I am the champion. We were racing. Did the road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry. I've got this. Why did you do that? Paul always said you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great. What now? Well, I did my part and establish that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Whoa, you're a genius. Thank you. It's almost as if I've lived this before. I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out. Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Did you feel that? What, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice. It won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. I can't really see what's in here. did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that it isn't hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, Lady Luck. So, what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Pure natural habitats. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like the Hank Atomic communicators. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic. Ground command, you're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac? Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Tell me you saw that? Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me that's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Rollo felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Rollo held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I am not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Ah! Ah! I am beginning to see the benefits of your Run for the Life plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you. So I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Rollo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room, and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3. Finding a Friend.
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break because I have to go to the bathroom. But let me know what you guys are thinking of the game so far while I'm gone. Give me just 2 seconds. I'm back. Hello. I'm lighting a candle currently. Don't worry, it's not going underneath my monitor. It's going right back there. Right there. Okay. Maybe I'll put it this way. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's play some video games, shall we?
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today.
Okay.
So what did you and Rolo get up to last night?
Or yesterday.
Oh, nothing interesting.
Oh no. I'm a big dumb dummy head. Hello? Grandma's earrings? Fire.
Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks. I'll be right there.
Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday?
Anything I want to tell you?
Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand?
Yeah.
Say it.
I'll stay here till you get back.
Good. Well, that was strange. Anything new and interesting? Oh. Oh no, Dustin!
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from upstairs?
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Rolo, is that you? Over? Oh, hey, Roxy. If this is about me accidentally kicking you yesterday, is Rolo here? No?
Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rollo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weep Wood, and then it was late and we went home. Weep Wood. If he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rollo. Where are you? Let's go! Okay. Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rollo? Nope. No, I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up a lot of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. Could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all a part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me... Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Aw, you joker. We're all a part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. What if I wanted to answer a few questions, huh? We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she'll be here, then she'll be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around doing nothing and waiting for Roxy. We're not gonna be standing around doing nothing and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi. Roxy needs our help. Ugh, my parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rollo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right. Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weep Woods. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean, vanished? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see the danger he's in. That. Hi, Luca, what's up? You haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you? He doesn't come around here much. Not since they made a rule that he can only order decaf. Can I go inside? Nope. What's this about a missing child? I must stress that the situation is completely under control. It
all just seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help?
Nonsense, young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging.
Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter, Beck, that... Now, where did she run off to? Hey, Dawn. Is it true about Rollo?
Yeah, he didn't come home last night.
I wonder if it's connected.
Connected to what?
I was checking in on reports about increased activity across town.
What sort of activity?
Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights. Your typical shady stuff.
Who would be doing all of that and why?
Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Perennial Harvest certainly has the resources.
Do you have any idea where Rollo could be?
The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you see him last?
We were in Weep Wood.
Right by Valentine's fertilizer. I'll check out Weep Wood when my shift ends. I do my best work at night.
Thanks, Dawn. Oh.
Hi, Katie.
Hey, Griffin. Has Rollo been by? I haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him. On the house. He'll like that. Hey, Yulson? History Museum. It's laughable, really. Did you happen to see Rollo in there? No, just the shadow of a family. Clinging on to a town, clinging on to the past. Feel free to check it for yourself, but don't expect to have your mind blown. Well, now I'm intrigued.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Remembrance Fund.
Wow. That was unhelpful. Rollo! Let's see what charm. Oh, we got so many charms. Holy shit. We have cling, strange, rumble, shame, shit, indulgent, smack, change, junk, chill, hide, ponder, and tickle. Go to the library in a second. Can I go in here? No. Look in the library first since it's open.
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible. A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time. By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oof.
Mycological phosphorescence.
Oh. More like my complete loss of interest.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
This is such a cute little library. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rillo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here on early on days when a new issue drops. Rillo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh. Roger that, Space Cadet.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Oh, hey, Luca. You snuck up on me.
Good book?
Don't know, just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy?
That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you?
Not since yesterday.
Keep an eye out for him, okay?
Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first person to know.
Oh. Oh. Hey, you. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh, yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name?
Luca Van Horn.
You're new here? Yep, not by choice.
Beck's family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So... I should probably get going.
Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep. Well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Joey, have you seen Rollo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. Can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rollo. No, the beetles! Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course. Let's go this way first. Ooh.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
This is so cute. Bum ba dum ba dum bum bum ba dum ba dum bum. Dang, they boarded up the way in.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what this stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. Excuse me. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Thanks. Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Icky. Oh, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say that I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Oh? He seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only going to say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Tickler Strange, folks.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friends.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk.
Yup.
Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, eh, Dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ugh!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk, my clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
I don't feel so good. Help. I'm sorry, I just... Oh, shit. Yup.
That was intense.
Iggy's gonna be okay, right?
Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse. The strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo.
You took the words out of my mouth. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town?
We were just helping look for Rollo.
Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Lola showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really?
So where was he?
It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know? I am starting to get that impression. Rola's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you.
She was?
She was worried sick. You should march straight home.
I guess.
Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? 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 I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rolo. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. It turns out Rolo's safe and sound.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple.
Not the
Wrong
bees.
choice, but I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go!" Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run!" The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
What a spooky dream.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rolo?
Faintly, he could hear Rolo amongst the noise.
Luca. Rolo, is that you? Luca. There? Rolo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Lolo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust... He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rolo? Rolo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Lolo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need the treehouse. The treehouse.
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rolo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Okay. We'll keep going on this path until we get to the end. And then we will return to the beginning once again. Let's go. Oh.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We are all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Harris Valentine. Her resources would still come in handy. As I said, I have no time to contact her. I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Gran? Why are you meeting up with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there?
Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed him here.
What do you think they're up to?
Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined.
You mentioned the festival.
Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange?
She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door.
A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems.
She was either furious or terrified. Or both.
Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime.
I will.
Aren't you coming out? No, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca.
I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so.
You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though.
Situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Oh, right.
Luca stuck a toy stretchy hand onto the hook. Those things always get dirty anyway.
God.
Should we give it to Mom? She likes jewelry.
That's a sweet thought, Buckaroo, but I'm not sure she'd fully appreciate a pond bracelet. How dare Orange Boy just come smack and hiss Kyle?
Luca wrapped some tape around the hook. Hey, you never know.
Oops. Easy there, Buckaroo. You don't know your own strength. Alright, give me 2 seconds. Alright, let's continue. Let's go get some baits.
Luca
go
wrapped some
fishing.
tape around the hook. Hey, you never know.
It's got a bunch of big words written on it.
Let's see that. We regret to inform you that your application for property rights with respect to the Beacon Pines CBD and surrounding areas has been rejected.
Who is that for?
Applicant Valentine Estate. Good. Good.
Luca wrapped.
Oops.
Hey. Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man.
Best leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around.
But there's a message in it.
All right.
Rolo? Rolo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rolo, where are you? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here. So you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? Could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you?
What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control.
So you couldn't control yourself for 1 second, and I get to be like this forever?
There must be a way to fix this.
Oh? You gonna be my savior?
Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and his power of friendship.
None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all the way through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide.
Hide from who? Who's after you?
Luca! Luca!
Rolo?
It's not safe, Luca!
Rolo, where are you?
The treehouse!
I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you?
No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse.
Who said they're gonna be to... Who's going... Bleh. Who said they're going to the treehouse?
The clipboards! What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me.
What sort of questions?
They were saying the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. Less asking, more threatening.
We're gonna figure this out, Iggy.
Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening?
Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want.
Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We'll be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in a sec. Of course, of course, of course, of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They're saying the same stuff, but with that creepy knob cranked to 10. Might the young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run.
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away. Just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. But don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? That's why you were chasing? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well.
What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him?
Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him.
You told me Rollo was okay. That he was back at his place resting.
He is. Poor fella just got a little lost.
That's a lie.
That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies.
Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar?
Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I am the only person in the whole wide world that can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca? Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
And this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
All right. Which one of these do we want to go to? The one where we get caught alone? Or the one where we push Iggy into the puddle? What do we think? What are we thinking? I'm not sure, but we do have another option here. I'm not sure if it will result in Iggy falling in the puddle, though. but it is a different option, so it won't be 100% the same as the other one.
Tickles.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, wanna see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you?
Yup. Yup. Yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yep.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us?
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I had somewhere to be. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Whoa. What a little creep.
Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look?
Oh god.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her, but finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just hoping to look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Curlew and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. We hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us, and I think it was a body, and so we ran, but we got split up, and I ran home, and it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back.
Wow. Just... wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home.
But I want to help.
This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot.
You really believe his story?
What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival.
My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here?
This place gives me the willies.
Don't even say it. Don't finish that thought.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Whoa. Don't sneak up on an old fellow like that.
Sorry. Who are you talking to?
What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really.
This whole thing's a waste of money if you ask me. Any word from Rolo yet?
Not yet.
Long time for a boy to lose his way.
Rolo knows those woods too well to get lost.
I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick.
Antics?
We all know Rolo likes to play his little pranks.
You think this is a prank?
What other possible explanation could there be?
He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it.
How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him. There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rolo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rolo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rolo when he went missing?
Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster.
The dumpster? What were you doing in there?
At first, we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him.
You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster.
But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body.
Sure it was just some trash.
No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to... I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing?
It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end. Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Interesting. I think we have to go back to this one. I know.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Lucas swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Do y'all see why I love this game now?
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rolo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now while the day is still young.
Let's go deliver some jam!
Yep. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. Simple matter, as we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight.
Curiouser and curiouser. Look at our little... Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news is, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt.
Something happened. There was someone else there.
What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens.
No.
Zombies. No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be?
Rolo, I gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after.
Ooh, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing.
Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Maybe at the treehouse tonight.
I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Yes.
Meet me at Mission Control.
Roger that, Space Cadet. Okay, what's the question? As far as I know, no. I think it's just us and the narrator that knows. It should be just us, as the players. I can jump with the jam! Alright, who do we want to go see first? Do we want to go see Mr. Tolliver? Do Do we want to go to the diner, or do we want to go to Mr. Nutcreed first? Not Nutcreed. Okay. Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here. They got missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? You can tell those jerks it doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune. Had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes. That is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There will be a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family... There was a time when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know change isn't dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression that this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Dawn! Dawn! Hey, Dawn.
Hey, Luca, what's up? They got you on jam delivery, eh?
Yep.
Have you seen the new kid around yet?
New kid?
Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them's working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Eris Valentine.
And?
The Valentines represent Beacon Pines' past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations.
I can imagine. Hello? Oh, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at
She
you.
leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is. It's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner.
See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron, taking orders. This whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? I got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again.
She went missing after his dad died. His dad died when he was 6. And I want to say like a year to 6 months ago, his mom went missing.
Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
They even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your grandfather hello for me, Luca. Will do.
If I could be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn.
Oh sure, sorry to bother you.
It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing.
Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking?
Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. Or a legacy.
It sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from the heart. I'm sure it'll be great.
Bye! Okay, can't talk to any of them. So yeah, poor Luca has just been suffering.
How do you keep the ice cream cold? You keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold? How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry.
No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. Sure, your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes! The jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca